All right, everybody, welcome back to your 2024 Mid-Atlantic Major. I'm very lucky to be joined in the booth by a member of the Northern Lights. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Allie Sashaw, number 88. It's your girl, all the way from Canada. It's a pleasure to be here.
You threw in the jersey number. Are you selling jerseys?
Well, you know what?
Hustle?
Hit me up. We're self-funded, and we're always looking for extra donations.
All right, so I'm going to pretend like I didn't already ask you this before, but what do you think of the field and your transition from Canada to here?
Dude, this layout's crazy. Definitely not what we're used to playing. Lots of pocket plays today, which we're definitely not used to. Used to running wide, so this double beam on the snake here gets real crazy. So you get lost in there very easily, but
yeah,
lots of adjustments being made throughout the day for sure.
Do you think it's a metric to standard conversion issue? Do you think that's what's going on?
You know what? I think that's the problem. It's meters and yards at
Yeah.
this point. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's just totally different
the
layout.
measurements are off. I think that's what it is.
30 seconds.
All right, well, we're moving on to our next match. I think we're going to see Newbies versus AZ Battlezone. Newbies is a really dominant team in semi-pro.
20 seconds.
So that's going to be a tough match for Battlezone. After that, we're going to see Royal City Seadogs versus Greenville Growl. I'm assuming you're rooting Seadogs.
You know, I'm a little bit biased coming from Seadogs area. I know those guys, so we're hoping for a good game.
All right, at least we're open about our biases.
Game on.
Immediately, Newbies lose their player trying to get into that, I think it's the back mini temple.
Yeah.
Surprising bunker to die going into.
Those blind shots coming over the center get real dangerous.
I mean, not for you. You'd go right through them. Nobody can stop you. All right, Newbies, looks like they might have lost their center brick. No, he's called clean.
No, he's in there. 5 alive still over here. Make it to that first Dorito. And Newbies lose their center brick.
This is not the opening that Newbies probably thought they were going to have. I mean,
They were
frankly,
in some, pretty key spots, and I don't know what happened.
this is a great game so far from Battlezone, although they do lose their player in that tower in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Newbies are at the Snake 50, which they can do a lot of damage real fast from.
Those cross shots are killer.
Yeah, the Doritos have really got to watch their back.
Yep. Little snake battle here.
Newbies player in the Snake blows up that mini temple.
You're just waiting on this guy.
I'm not sure I love that decision. He decided to go wide. I'm not quite sure. Hunter had a great game up until that point, but
Might not have been the move.
I think he might agree with you at the moment. It's so easy to be critical. We're behind the net, and we're not responsible for anything. We just
right?
criticize. Yeah, Hunter had a great game up until that moment. All right, well, Newbies in this Snake corner. Not a bad bunker to be, but I'm not sure what else we got for the Newbies over there.
I can't see the Dorito side there. Not sure. There might be one in the Dorito too.
Yep, we got Dorito 2 and that Snake corner.
Mm-hmm.
The wind is starting to pick up, so some of the bunkers are moving around. It sometimes can fool you into thinking there's a player behind it. All right.
Moving into the snake here.
Snake 50 for Battlezone. Good place to be. Now, he has no vision over there on that Dorito side. There's just too much blocking him unless he wants to drop back about 5 or 6 feet.
And the Newbies guy had no idea he was in there. He was right over the top.
He missed his shot, though.
Yeah.
Newbie player's going to live to fight another day. Here we go. Oh, he's going to do a full drop back. That's interesting.
Tactical retreat.
He's going to look Dorito side. So another Battlezone player walking off, though, from the Dorito side. He may realize that he's one of the last, if not the last player left alive.
Snaps him out.
Wow, Newbies really turned this around. Bad start for them. They lost some bodies they probably shouldn't have lost, but they turned it around. That is an opportunity that just slipped through Battlezone's fingers on that one.
A little nervous for the Newbies in the start there, but bringing it back.
All right, well, we're going to move on to our game of biases. We're going to watch some Royal City Seadogs, which I think you're rooting for.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah. Versus Greenville Growl. I got to say, they got a big task on the hand. Greenville Growl just had a fantastic match against DMG.
I didn't catch that game today.
What's that?
I didn't catch that first game.
Well, neither did DMG.
30 seconds.
With this heat too, the bunkers have really been blowing up, and those bounce shots have been killer.
I believe I saw the Heroines get away with not get away, but get a bounce shot kill earlier today.
Yep.
Usually, in my experience, bounce shots are mostly about harassment. You don't get too many kills, that you just make the other player uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't come up with any other explanation for what I saw than a bounce shot kill.
Definitely a couple.
All right, Seadogs on my left, Greenville Growl on my right. Seadogs into the Snake 1. Both teams 5 alive.
alive. Doubling up this mini Aztec over here for Greenville.
Greenville's up to that Snake 50 real fast. Now they're going to go for the box. Wow, all the Greenville players making their bumps.
Yep. Race to the 50. They won. Seadog's got to be careful here.
Seadog S1, he's posting up down the middle of that lane. He's trying to catch the Growl player being sloppy. Look at the trigger fingers on the Snake player.
Yeah, he is so ready.
Or he has a gun problem.
Maybe.
Is he?
No,
No,
I think he's just ready.
He's just keeping the fingers
Yeah.
moving. It's interesting. He's looking down at the Snake beam. As if maybe he thinks he's about to get bunkered and he's trying to keep his gun ready?
Could be watching for shadows. I'm
Yeah.
not totally sure, but maybe he's hoping they'll forget about him.
He's gone inactive as far as hunting for kills, though.
Yep.
He's basically gone fully passive. He's just sitting there. I don't know. Interesting.
It's a strategy I've not seen today yet.
No. Bold strategy, Cotton. Hope that works out for you. All right, so the game has settled down a little bit. Both teams seem to be willing to sit and wait for the other team to make a mistake.
Seadog's looking down that Snake now. Oh,
Yes.
I wonder if you can see him through the
crack?
the crack there.
He's a paintball player. If he could see him through
Yep.
the crack, he'd be trying to shoot him through the crack.
Exactly.
I tell you what, this time of day over in that Dorito side, you can definitely read the shadows of your opponent.
100%.
And see if he's getting ready to make a move or has made a move.
Yep. He's
Ref
just
flying.
so posted. Yep.
Ref flying into the middle of Growl, getting a check on that tower. I think he's clean.
He's okay. Make me nervous when they reach for the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams just trying to figure out what's happening. That's the thing with this layout, too. It's a difference between gas pedal and knowing when to sit for a second. And
Knowledge is power.
yep, always. Seadog's making a move up the Snake here.
I believe that player in the Snake 50 for Greenville is just convinced he's about to get bunkered.
Yep, I think he's just trying to hold it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if his teammates know that the Snake presence is there or not. He should be hearing that.
Yeah, the audio clue.
Mm-hmm.
So having done a snake crawl down the outside of this snake, mostly what you can do is try to listen to the other team's guns to get an idea of where to pop up and when to shoot.
100%.
Have we seen the Seadogs be really aggressive at bunkering out? Because it's very clearly that Greenville Growl player is convinced that bunkering move is coming for him any second.
Yeah.
I think he's missing an opportunity to be a little bit more active. I don't think I agree with his passive strategy.
Fishing a little too much.
Yeah. Pop over the top occasionally, just a quick pop up, look, come back down. That said, I don't think the Seadogs are where the 50's hot. They're not shooting at it.
Playing very safe.
Both teams playing real passive right now.
Yep. Nobody wants to make a mistake right now.
Yeah, and to be fair, Greenville Growl just came off of a 9-point match with only one game in between.
Oh my
They could be
word.
physically a little bit tired, especially playing the afternoon.
Yes. That sun, as soon as it hits the sky, heat is nasty today.
All right, so maybe it's also puzzle solving time. If you're out there in the field, you got to start figuring out how to break this. The Seadogs, especially their back corner, has a chance. He might be able to get to the outside of the snake, crawl the length of it. Maybe.
Do they want to risk that body, though?
The center tower for Seadogs, they could push up into this brick. Maybe
Yep.
get a better angle on the Dorito side.
I'm not sure if that center brick player for Greenville is catching much heat. Might be keeping that guy in. Oh, we have a move.
There's a move into that inside Dorito. Someone's toweling. Hold on.
I think
This
that can't be right.
I don't think this is a towel. I think
No.
this is just a bug in the system.
Yeah.
It's actually happened a couple times today. We're having a little bit of scoreboard
okay.
problems. So I think they're going to tell everybody stay exactly where you are.
Yep.
Matter of fact, what they should really do is say you're not even allowed to stand up, because standing up is going to give you information.
Yep.
You should really have to stay down. But this is an unusual situation. I can't really blame the refs for not quite knowing how to handle it. You're going to keep everybody in place, restart. I think this is the third time we've seen this today.
Really?
Yeah. We're going to blame the corrosive salt air for playing havoc with our electronics. We're going to go with that as an excuse.
It's the air.
Yeah.
The air is the trouble.
Speaking of air, Tom Cole will have me off the air if I don't give an excuse real quick. All right. However, as a player, what you damn well better be doing during this kind of like mini timeout is you better be figuring out what your next move is.
Talking to each other.
Yeah. Now I got to give respect to the Greenville Growl player in the center tower. He's used this time to squeegee, readjust.
Yes.
I would, if I were you, I would reload when you have a
Make
chance.
sure you're 100% ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's free. There you go. The ref's telling everybody guns down, take a knee. Again, so you can't collect information. Now, maybe the scoreboard employee just got bored and they're like, you know what, I'm toweling the game.
Yeah,
It's
too slow for us.
This is not good entertainment. You were saying that there's a different play style from the Americans to the Canadians. Did you expect this? Is this?
From the Seadogs, you know what? They know how to play it safe for sure, but I think as the day went on, people figured out that it was more of a pocket play off the break.
Yep.
And racing to those 50s for those cross shots. Back up here.
So here we go, number 7 for Greenville Growl.
He's peeking.
He's peeking, but he's very concerned about a bunkering move. He should be talking to his tower player and just saying, hey, figure out a way to stop me from getting bunkered and then let me go kill hunting. Because it's kind of wasting his gun. Just pointing at an empty space.
Not really doing anything productive. Just kind of waiting for something that may or may not happen.
So, we had effectively a 1 or 2 minute timeout where these players could figure out a thing to do. We went back, the time started, and they stayed exactly what they're doing. Either the Greenville and Seadogs are doing exactly what they want to do, which is, I guess, drag it out, or they didn't use that time to figure out a plan to break this open.
Yeah.
Well, this is like a pro match. I've seen some pro matches. We're already down to 9 minutes. I've seen some pro matches end 1-0. I mean,
yes.
I have to say, paint is going to become an issue here soon. These guys have got to be running out of paint. Even though they're not shooting their guns a ton, they're still shooting them, and they're going to start running out of paint.
Got to make something happen here, boys.
Although I do count 4 pods left for the snake player for Greenville Growl, so he's
Hasn't
in a
shown
good
much.
position.
Yeah. And I know the Seadogs snake player is looking to make something happen.
Oh. All right. Growl snake player looking through that crack, trying to catch that back snake corner player. Doesn't get him. If you're the Greenville Growl player and you're convinced that a bunkering move's coming, you could jump over the other side of that beam and live in the outside snake wedge.
Yes, you could hop highway.
All right. So the inside D for Oil City Seadogs is just putting a stream along the edge, the front edge of this S50. He's trying to make sure the Greenville Growl player can't wrap around and do damage.
And I can see hand signals for the Seadog snake player. He's communicating with that Dorito guy, just trying to make sure that they're crossed up and trying to bait this guy out, I think.
Well, this is nerve jangling time right now if you're a player on the field.
I'm stressed, and I'm just standing here.
Right? We are at 8 minutes now, and not a point has been scored.
It's going to be a real momentum boost, whoever gets this one.
I tell you what, Newbies and Battlezone are sitting in their pits going, we're already loaded up. What's going on, man? They're going to let us back on the field? Oh, here we go.
Trying to make a move. He knows he's there, I think.
Yeah, Seadog dropping for the crawl.
He heard him for sure.
He knows he's there. He's going to do him.
There we go.
Oh, my God. All that time waiting, and the Growl player still got caught.
Did he make it clean?
I think so. I don't think the Growl player even shot his gun, which frankly was
I don't
good.
think he did.
Because if he shot his gun, he probably would have gotten a penalty. Yeah,
Nah,
that is
he's
clean.
good. Okay.
There you go. And he's going to
Tactical retreat backwards.
Oh, no. He's dropping back. This game will never end.
Well, I think he knew that the brick guy probably on Greenville's side, he probably knew that he got spotted, so.
I feel like a Seadog player is going to jump up and run to the ref and hand him a card that says an extra free 5 minutes or something. We paid our entrance fee early, so we got this as a bonus.
Every team gets one, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, a center move up here for the Seadogs.
There we go. They're starting to push.
That Dorito's just been cross, so trying to make a move here.
Same thing for the center brick of Growl. He's just
Yep.
been looking that Dorito side this whole
Has
game.
not flipped.
The Growl Dorito player's popping his head up, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm not hearing is a lot of communication.
I think they're trying to stay quiet. Maybe I can't hear them, or...
This is the classic, if you don't see me, I don't see you move.
Yep, exactly.
Practiced by children all over the world. If I shut my eyes really tight, you go away.
I go invisible.
Campbell for Seadogs, nice move. I'd like to see him go back there. Maybe he's also afraid of getting bunkered. I mean, afraid is a derogatory word. I don't really mean that in that sense, but...
He's not trying to throw his body away.
Yeah. Which, you know what? Well, we're still at 5:45. There's still a lot of time on the clock, but man, if we get down to 2 minutes, I'm not sure either one of these teams can win a game in under 7. So
Never say never. We've seen some crazy things out here.
I know they can. Like I said, Greenville Growl just came off a 7-2 game. They were certainly willing to win games fast.
So many points.
There you go. Campbell sliding back up for Seadogs.
And moving up the Dorito side as well. I saw him slide in. Greenville's kind of stationary.
And D1 to D2 is a pretty easy bump on this field, so I can see the
Yes.
Seadog going ahead and jumping up. The refs are probably sitting here thinking about the pool or a nice dinner at this point.
Yeah. Okay, I think the Greenville Dorito player picked up the Snake player for Seadogs. Trying to get a cross shot on that guy.
So this mini temple over here for, oh no, is he going to get, no, he's going to live. The Greenville Growl mini temple player in the back line,
Yep.
he might have gotten hit. Refs are checking him out. He's
And
going to get yanked. He didn't shoot his guns. There's no penalty.
That's kill
Campbell's going to
two.
drop back again.
Look at this move.
What is this strategy?
I haven't seen this yet today, I'm going to be honest.
No, I haven't either. I watched a lot of games.
Okay, now all the guns are being drawn this way.
There is 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. This is by far the longest point we've had today, by a mile.
You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race.
Are Seadogs from a different time zone? Is that what's going on here? There's just this giant jet lag issue.
It's a long drive.
I mean, honestly, the Greenville Growl coach has to start thinking about toweling this out, right? We're down
Might
to
give
3
it,
minutes,
yeah.
45 seconds.
Might give it one more. See if they can hold out.
If I'm the Growl coach and I could communicate with my players, I'd say, I'm giving you 20 seconds to do something.
That's
If
it,
you
yep.
can't win this, I'm just going to towel it.
5-on-3. It's kind of waiting for something to happen, or
But if you're the Growl coach, has the Seadog shown you anything that says they're about to go make a stupid mistake that's
Exactly,
going to cost
correct.
them the game?
Yep.
The answer's no.
no.
Is there a gentleman's agreement? You know, hey, the temperature's over 90. Like
Nobody has to run.
Let's all just calm down a little bit
Yeah.
out there.
Stay in our primaries.
Yeah,
And,
I'll even drop back.
yeah. Now that Dorito side for Greenville is looking. Oh, he was looking tape way. Could have come through the middle there.
Is he getting antsy feet?
He's kind of flip flopping, trying to see what he can do here.
Now Campbell over here has been primarily staying on that Dorito side.
Yep.
So that's going to be a risky bump if that Greenville Dorito thinks he's going to move up.
Yeah, that Greenville brick player is just posted. He's waiting for that guy.
If this were a boxing match or MMA, the crowd would start booing for lack of action. The refs would stand up both fighters and restart the fight.
If I was on the other split deck, I'd be mad about, X-ball so quickly.
You were down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, we were going to be on full-on X-ball for the entire match.
Oh,
for
my goodness.
To the other side of things, Battlezone versus Newbies.
In this heat, too.
Wow.
Oh, did we lose somebody? We lost one of the Seadogs players.
Maybe he got bored and just walked off.
He got a little antsy.
Now
So it's a
he's-
4-on-3.
This is getting very concerning. Whoever loses this game is going to have no time. If you're the Greenville Growl coach, you're approaching the point where you can't towel.
Nope.
Because your team's not going to have enough time to go and tie it up. This is going to be a 1-point match.
Greenville retreat back out to the Doritos.
Have we ever gone to overtime for 0-0?
I don't know if I've seen that personally.
The Growl Dorito player has a bit of paint on his hopper. I'm assuming it's rubbed. The refs
Probably,
are looking at
yeah.
it. They're not calling it, but
They have the snake side locked down. Nobody is making anything happen.
is that Campbell dropped all the way back to S1?
A little bit of a tactical retreat again. Now he's
Go back up to the 50.
seeing if he can break it open here. Maybe he'll get a better shot on that Dorito guy if he sticks out. He'd be able to get a pack from that 50. Oh,
60 seconds.
he did try to snap him.
1 minute left, folks.
This is insane.
If anybody is still at home watching this game, thank you for sticking with us. I don't mean to say it's boring, but this is wild.
Everyone is so dialed in. You can feel it.
Wow.
Ooh. Seadogs snuck all the way up,
Campbell finally thrown into it.
trying to get that cross shot.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to live through it.
And
He's
here
going
we
to get
go.
bunkered.
Okay, at least a trade. Blow that side open, and
Might
to
go to
33, I believe.
This might go to 0. 22 seconds
Ref
left.
coming in to check. See what we got.
2 Greenville Growl players. At least they have the 50. This is going to time.
It is.
Yeah, there's 7 seconds left on the clock. 0-0. Yeah.
Wow.
That was insane.
Holy.
No points.
What did I just watch?
I have no words. I really don't.
I'm
Get some water in you, boys.
bit lost. I mean, the good news is that shortens the game time a little bit. We'll get to go home a little bit earlier. I guess there's that.
But now Newbies and Battlezone xball.
By the way, I can't come up with a logical scenario where like, oh, this was the rigged. There's no benefit.
No.
There's no benefit
Nope.
for Newbies to I'm sorry, not Newbies, for Greenville Growl to go to 0. So I can't see why they would participate in that. Seadogs again. There's no reason.
Time out.
Wow.
That was pretty insane.
Okay. Well.
Now these next guys are going to be an X-ball for the rest of their match.
The good news for Battlezone and Newbies is they are well rested.
Yeah.
The bad news is they're very quickly going to be not well rested because there's going to be no time between games.
Hope they hydrated.
Oof. I think you could make an argument for everybody wearing those Camelback backpacks
Yes.
with the little flexible straw in your
Yep.
mouth. Or like one of the Dune the Dune movie. What do they call those things? Water suits or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, guys, don't do any spitting out there. You need the water.
30 seconds.
All right, Newbies on our right. Newbies on our right. I don't even know how to webcast from here. Right?
The curveball for you.
Yeah, I'm off my game. All right, Newbies Newbies on our right, Battlezone on our left. Battlezone is up 1-0. Honestly, the first game slipped through their fingers. This could be 1-0 for Battlezone, but Newbies rallied and pulled that one out.
Yeah, fresh
Remember
legs.
that? Remember that game earlier? That was years ago.
That was insane, yeah.
Game on.
Oh, I got to be honest. I think Battlezone got a little bit away with a little bit of a jump. I don't think the
Left a little early.
yeah. Well, his barrel wasn't touching either.
Ooh, one down for the Newbies.
But it's not significant. It's not going to have an effect on the game. So 4 alive now for Battlezone. They lost their player up the middle of the tower.
4-on-4.
Yep. Neither team in the snake yet. A bump out to D1 for Battlezone. A
And
bump up-
D2.
D2.
Newbies.
Oh, I think he took one off the head,
Ooh.
the newbie player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, ref saw it. That had to come from the Dorito side. Maybe the Dorito can, or maybe the D1.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the butt pack is at risk here for the newbie player in this snake corner, and there he goes. He's
Yep.
going to take a walk. Battlezone's going to probably bring this back. Do we
Pretty
still have
hungry for
anybody
it.
in the center brick for newbies? Is that
I
empty?
don't see, no.
That's just the wind moving it around.
Yeah.
Battlezone player walking off from the Dorito side and streaking
Clean
down
point.
the Dorito side.
Yeah, I think that might have been a coast-to-coast shot from their
Yeah.
Dorito corner over to the Newbies guys.
All right, Battlezone's going to tie it up. And that was a point under 8 minutes. I'm a little
Wow.
yeah. That was a light speed. Slow down, guys. They're an xball, so again, if you're watching this and you're not a veteran player or whatever, xball just means that we don't have the other match going on, the other team versus team. So things are going to go a little bit slower, right? They're going to have about a 2-minute break in between games.
I see the Seadogs out on the gate.
3 seconds.
Okay.
Seadogs back out on the gate.
No. Oh, well, overtime.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to
Sounds
go to
good.
overtime.
Another 5-minute point. Sounds good.
It's 5 minutes on the clock, which means the game is only going to go 12 minutes.
Game on.
Much more aggressive breakout that time.
Seadogs lose one off the break.
Both teams into the snake off the break. Greenville up to the 50 very quickly.
Greenville looking good here. He better go to work in this snake this time.
Yeah. Cannot be passive.
At the same time, you don't want to be making that mistake, but let's put your gun to use here.
Well, the shame of that last game for the Greenville Growl player is he was so ready to prevent himself being bunkered. And then he got bunkered anyways.
Yep.
Ref coming in to check a Seadog.
Yep.
That Dorito side tower.
And Greenville wide on both corners.
So the Greenville player has been a little bit more active in the snake this game. But still, neither team is being crazy. It's still very conservative out of both teams.
That Seadog snake player knows he's there. Now he definitely knows he's there.
Yeah, he barely got out of that
Yep.
one alive. Great reflexes.
Spidey sense. That's what we call it.
Yeah. You can't say that on the air. That's trademark.
Oh.
We just got demonetized.
Non-Spidey.
Spider person.
Spider person.
Senses. All right. Royal City Seadogs down by 1 body. Overtime. We are at. Okay, we're at 3.5.
All right.
Somebody win this. We might get to see one-on-ones. Hasn't happened yet today.
That would be cool. I can hear the Greenville players yelling to get out, so the shots are obviously close, but
The refs really love it when you tell the other player to get out. They're like,
it
well,
really helps.
I should probably go pull that player. But paintball players are notoriously honest, so if he's saying get him out,
Definitely.
then, yeah, there's no way
Definitely.
he's not hit. So we're at 3 minutes. This might be a last minute, giant run through or something by Growl. They're being conservative again. Both teams are being conservative. Now Seadogs are down by a player, so I understand hunkering down a little bit and being conservative, but Growl's got great position over here on the snake.
100%.
They're up by a body. We're at about 2.5 on the clock.
Both teams just waiting for that first person to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm. If I am the Greenville Growl player in this back snake corner and I got no paint coming in, which means no one's looking at
Yep.
me, there's an opportunity to get out here to this outside of the snake, what I'm calling the passing lane,
Yep.
and maybe crawl the whole length of it. Because there's no paint coming in at him right now.
No, he's just kind of looking around, trying to see what's what.
And I know he's got a job to do to protect his teammate, but we are now at under 2 minutes.
Adapt, improvise.
Yeah, overcome.
Yep.
You sound like you spent some hours in a high school guidance counselor office reading her posters.
Me? No. Never.
The one with the kitten hanging in
Yeah.
hanging off
That's
a
my
branch.
favorite.
Hanging in there. All right, we're at 1.5 minutes. Wow, this is like a repeat of last game.
I guess they're trying to go to one-on-ones.
And you know, again, the communication is very quiet out there. I'm not hearing a lot of talk.
Yeah.
And it's not like people are hidden. I can understand if you're in a sneaky position up front.
Mm-hmm. Could just be small conversations happening.
Oh, Hopper hit on the Seadog player.
Oh.
He's going to take a walk. That's a big one. Here we go. Here's a chance for Greenville Growl.
Trying to capitalize on
Wrap
this.
that bunker, blow up that tower.
Another kill.
He shoots the home. Now he can wrap on the towers. Under 60.
Just trying to stay alive out here.
Suddenly this game, I don't know if I like that. Well, he got away with it, but that was a very
I don't know.
risky
Ref's
drop
coming
back.
in.
No, he's clean.
Oh, Greenville's coming in. Crawling this desolate
Keep
beam
crawling.
out here.
Don't stop there. Drop. Keep going.
Yep.
There you go.
And he has no idea.
Nope. We are at 37 seconds.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Got him.
Did he get shot by his teammate?
I'm not sure.
This might go to time. We
Just
might
trying
be
to be
seeing
a-
one-on-ones. No, this is going to be
Ooh.
close.
Yeah.
20 seconds on the clock.
left.
Wow.
Let's wait for the thumbs up. Wow.
There it is.
Good job to Greenville.
Greenville Growl.
Waiting for that gas pedal moment. Capitalize on
Yeah,
that.
they finally turned it on at the very, very end.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain what we saw, especially in the main portion of that. Even the overtime was really passive.
3 seconds.
I feel like they were just waiting for the other team to mess up, and it was just both very experienced teams and the patient game today.
You know what? That's a very good point. When you say experience, both of these teams are up near the top of the bracket in
Yep.
terms of overall.
Yep.
Wow. I know I, as a player, would never have the patience to do that. And not even close.
Never been fishing or what?
No. No. So I'll say this as an older player. I came from the Hero Ball era in the
Okay.
early 2000s.
Yep.
We would never sit like that.
Yep.
We wouldn't win, but we would never sit like that. Newbie player checking his pack out in the middle.
Looks
He's
like
asking for
5
ref check.
alive. Yeah. Oh. Ref gets one off the head.
No.
That's never
They call
fun.
clean, staying in.
Five
Refs
alive,
always
both
get
sides.
shot.
Yep.
And the Newbies up to that middle, that inside Dorito. Growl spreading wide. No, not Growl. Newbies up at the 50. Battlezone's going to start
Ooh.
getting pushed.
Might have run into a lane there.
Yeah.
I think he got sent to his death. It could have been a bad call, bad information.
All right, here we go. Counter move, although he's about to go into a gun. If he goes around that snake too,
Yep.
he's going to run right into a newbie gun waiting for him. Now the newbie gun comes off of that lane at just the wrong time. Hunter couldn't know it, but if he'd kept his gun there,
Yep.
he's going to drop back, look
Trying
for the
to.
cross kill.
He might catch him.
All right, now they know each other there.
Yep. Comes down to IQ here.
Oof, careful
That was
battle zone.
close.
Oh, there he goes. He gets the shot.
Black zone.
That's a big kill.
Big move.
Newbie trying to fill in that corner. The Battlezone player didn't see it. He's a little bit exposed. He pulls back just in time.
The newbies are wide over there, I think.
Newbie's into that snake corner.
Yeah, so he knows he's there. He just called it to his teammates.
There you go. That's a big communication.
Here we go. Jump in the beam.
Battlezone in the driver's seat on this one. Game is 1-1. This would be a big point for them to pick up. Again, I'm not no disrespect to Battlezone, but Newbies were certainly favored coming into this.
Yep, 100%. Communication much more vocal on this set.
We have the inside Dorito for Newbies. We've got this snake corner for Newbies. Not sure what else we got. It might be just 2 Newbies left alive at this point. Again, a lot of these bunkers are moving around in the wind. It can kind
Yeah, I
of
can't
give you
tell.
a false impression somebody's there.
And that Dorito guy's waiting on this Snake 50 to wrap.
Man, look at Battlezone. All their players
Ooh.
are starting to move forward. This is what I call wolf pack mentality.
Yes.
When you feel like the game is in your grasp and suddenly everybody wants to be the last
Ooh.
guy.
He's got to pop up.
Oh, no. Okay, Battlezone player almost shot his own player moving past the 50. So there's a Battlezone in this little mini brick right in the middle, and he's kind of convinced that there's the snake is hot for Newbies. It is not.
Miscommunication here, but if this Battlezone player can crawl all the way up. Oh,
That's it.
and
Newbies
a
are going to
towel.
towel out.
Yep.
Battlezone's going to go up 2-0. There's 7.5 on the clock. That's plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not if you're Royal City Seadogs, Greenville Growl. That's not even close to enough time, but.
Not sure what time zone they're in.
All right, so xball means that they've got about 2 minutes to wrap it around, get ready for the next point. It puts a lot of pressure on your support staff,
Yep.
puts pressure on your pod runners, puts pressure on your pod fillers, people cleaning. This is where it gets a little bit tough. I mean, at this point, sometimes you run out players onto the field that maybe weren't going to play the point just because they're gun ready.
Yep.
All right, well, that was a very interesting, I don't know. I just keep going back to that Growl game, and I have no explanation for what we just watched. Super, super long point. And then a super long overtime that ended very, very quickly. So,
Last minute clutch.
but,
That's how it goes.
yeah. There we go. So Battlezone up 2-1 on Newbies. Newbies certainly favored coming into this match. Battlezone have done a great job getting to the 50s, doing what they need to do to take it. Newbies really, well, they did win their first match this weekend, I believe. I think that might even been against Nasty. So their playoffs aren't in, you know, if they lose this game, it's not like the playoffs are
Total
out of
jeopardy,
reach,
yeah.
but it sure isn't a good way to go.
Yep.
If again my memory is correct, which I have the memory of a goldfish, I'm lucky I find my way home each day. But if my memory is correct, Newbies won their first match 5-4, so they don't even have a big fat point differential to lean on to get into the playoffs.
Got to come out hard on this one.
3 seconds.
So Newbies, well, of course everybody wants to win this, but yeah, Newbies have aspirations more than just getting into the playoffs. They have aspirations to win this whole thing.
100%. Both teams looking hungry.
All right, I look like I have a snake corner for the Newbies.
And we got a far.
Nope.
No.
They're gonna double up that mini tempo.
Pocket, both of them.
Oh, and it works. They do take out one of. Oh, and there's a minor.
And a minor pulled.
Oh, not good for Battlezone.
And this Battlezone player has no idea that his guys behind him have died.
Yep.
He's going to look back and panic.
All right, Newbies being calm. They're not taking any crazy risks. If they saw the flag, they should know they're down at least 3-2.
I saw another ref hand go up.
Yeah.
It's kill 3 for Newbies.
One of the Battlezone's players stopping by the head ref saying, really? Should I have gotten a penalty?
Yeah.
And the ref's like, I don't know. I wasn't the one over there making the call. As players, you and I both, we tend to look to the closest ref and start complaining to him. But if it's not the ref that made the call,
no.
you can't even comment on it. Oh, pop up by Newbies.
Yep,
He blows up.
jump shot.
Oh, my God. Blew up the Battlezone player in the head. Isn't that nice being tall? I don't know. You tell me.
Depends. Depends on the layout.
Yeah. Newbies going to win this
Newbies
convincingly.
clean
Of
that
course,
up.
that flag certainly helps. So Newbies are going to tie this up 2-2. It's going to be 6 minutes on the clock. Well, besides just putting an extra point on the board, that probably helped reestablish a little bit of Newbies' confidence and maybe squash Battlezone a little bit.
Momentum swing.
Yeah, I would say if I'm Battlezone and I'm coming in playing the Newbies and I go up, 1-0 or even 2-1, I'm feeling suddenly really confident, right?
Yep, 100%.
And that might have taken a little bit of wind out of their sails. Speaking of wind, finally got some cool breeze going through here.
The air was stagnant this morning, man. So hot.
What would be the temperature back home for you? And where is back home?
So, I live kind of north of Toronto area. So the drive it took us to get down here was probably 11 hours total. And weather is definitely not this humid. I'll tell you that. The air is too thick to breathe.
Well, you guys have had a fine tradition in the last few years of burning all your forest to the ground.
Well, to be fair, that's not my side of the country. It's the other side.
I know we got all the smoke down here. We knew whenever you guys were burning your forest to the ground the last couple of years because we were breathing it.
Yep. My bad. I'll get that in check.
Stop playing with matches. We've talked to you so many times. And we're going to take away all the matches from Canada if you guys don't stop it.
You know what? I invite you to, honestly. I'm trying to save some trees.
Yeah. All right, so momentum definitely in Newbies' favor here.
Yep.
They've got,
tie game.
6 minutes on the clock. Still plenty of time to fight it out. God help me if either one of these teams take a timeout. I think I'll scream. So Nicole is going to try to rustle up an interview with one of the teams, if she's lucky, that was involved in that super, super long point. All right, I think we're going to have a little conversation.
30 seconds.
Matt the Gym Rat, maybe. How's our webcast slush fund for bribing players to come on interviews?
10 seconds.
They're willing to do it. You just sweet talk them in. So Nicole's going to give us an interview in a few minutes.
All right, here we go.
So I see a Battlezone, maybe Snake Runner. Nope, out to the corner.
Keeping that corner contained, but Newbies player gets in the snake,
Yep.
coming in for a
He's
check,
gotta
though.
get checked. But you know, even if he's clean, that's going to give away to the Battlezone exactly where he's at. The ref has to go check. I'm not saying the ref did anything wrong, but
Oh,
that's...
the Newbies lose one out of the Dorito corner.
Yep. Oh, when they lose their snake,
Another
that's
one.
a huge kill. And they lose their
And
center
they lose
tower.
the
It is falling
center.
apart for Newbies. 2 players left alive. So at least they're spread out. They can cross it up, trying to limit the damage.
Yep. 5 on 2, though.
Yeah,
Not
Battlezone.
sure.
Battlezone's calling story time, which means slow it down.
Yep.
I mean, you can't kill the clock entirely. You still need to
No,
win this
yep.
game. So if you're the coach of Newbies, what are you doing right now?
I'm panicking a little bit, but
Sure.
I'm not giving it too long, honestly.
You're not. Yeah. How much longer would you? Oh, there's a Battlezone player walking off in the middle.
You got to have a little faith.
Yep. So we got 4 on 2 though. That's a
But
tough nut
still,
to crack.
the odds. At least the Newbies players are both wide. We don't have anybody stuck in the middle.
So I think if I'm the Newbies coach, I'm going to say how many minutes do I need to win a game, assuming we're going to go down 3-2, and that's when I'm going to throw the flag. Minute and a half, 2 minutes.
I was going to say a minute and a half.
Battlezone player at the 50. He's got 2 pods left, so he can't extend a really, really long gunfight.
Yeah. Just trying to get those comms. Newbies players trying to figure out how to hold this down. Ooh,
Ooh, that would
snap
have been
battle.
that would have been a big kill if Newbies could have gotten that.
Yep.
One.
Gotta be
Battlezone player
careful.
switching that inside. Here we go. Battlezone players starting to flood across the 50s. They take that little mini brick, which
Yep.
doesn't see a lot of action. Newbies, that's it.
There it is.
Yeah, newbie player drops out of the snake corner. Their
Yep.
coach immediately towels out
Yep.
of it. So they're going to be down 3-2 with 3:50 on the clock. That's still plenty
Lots
of
of time.
Momentum swing again. Battlezone once
Back
again.
and forth. Both teams looking
Feeling their oats.
hungry. Yeah.
What do you have on the docket for tomorrow for games?
Well, we have first match in the morning, 8 a.m. against Tiki's. And then we play at 10:45 later. So we have morning bracket again, thankfully, before the sun gets too hot. So Canadians are not meant for the heat, dude.
This is what you were built for?
We are melting. Check on your Canadian friends. We need help.
You came here to burn.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so let's take a look for tomorrow. Yeah, you do indeed have Tiki's Ohana as your first game.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find your second game. Northern Lights versus Femmes Fatale, 10:45.
Yes.
That should be a very good game. Femmes looked good today.
They did. They look really excellent.
1 minute.
Tammy Adamson was putting in some real good points today for them. As a fellow veteran player, I will always root for the other veteran players.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
May God protect our fragile hips from damage.
I feel you on that.
All right, 3:50 on the clock. Battlezone up 3-2. I mean, Newbies just seem to be losing some gunfights. It wasn't big moves really that swayed those games. It seemed like Newbies was just losing gunfights, getting sloppy, leaving something out.
Not playing tight enough, and those blind shots over the center, really nasty today. They got me a couple times, just clacking us.
Blind shots are unsporting. You should look someone in their eyes when you're going to shoot them.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah. Newbies are relatively spread across the back.
And Battlezone loses 2.
2 on the run out. That's exactly what Newbies wanted.
And
Pushed up
momentum
the middle.
shift, possibly.
Another player walking off the Battlezone.
Kill 3.
He's going to try to spread it.
Try to get wide.
He does. Is it realistic
Oh, another one.
Oh, okay.
One body left alive.
Yeah, I was about to say it's now no longer realistic to try to kill 3 minutes of the clock
Nope.
with one player left alive.
Is his coach going to let him wear it?
Nah,
And he gets shot out.
I don't think it matters much right now if they tally it, because the game's going to go tied. Unless you think your team is a fast team or a slow team, then you might strategize whether or not to throw a towel here. Plus, if they're willing to hit the buzzer and they might have a hit on
You might want to let him, yeah.
always let him hit the buzzer.
100%.
Ref checking him. Calls
Thumbs
rub.
up. Looking good.
There we go.
Good point for Newbies.
Tied up.
Again.
Yeah. We're going to go to overtime. No one's going home.
I'm getting whiplash from this momentum shift here.
Yeah. 3 minutes on the clock. 3-3. You know what? If I'm Battlezone, and I don't want to jinx this by saying this, but even if you lose it, this has got to be a confidence builder coming out against 100%. One of the best teams.
Yes.
Now, you're not going to talk about it that way. You're going to talk about letting it slip through your fingers if you lose it.
Of course. Depends what side of the net you're on, right?
Yeah. All right, we got 1 minute to go. Tied up 3-3, 3 minutes on the clock. Depending on how maybe this field is slowing down. So I was talking to Eddie Dawes of Greenville Growl, which ironic considering the point we just watched.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this is a slower than expected field.
Yeah, at first at the layout drop, we kind of thought, we got to get wide quick, but these lanes from the center are just, if you're not looking, you're going to run right through paint. It's pretty intense. And like I said, those blind shots really, I've noticed the Newbies Dorito guy got clipped a couple times.
I think what's interesting about this snake is if you can get through that initial lane, right,
Yes.
get out, you can get into the snake and then move up the snake really easy. You can get to the 50 real easy. However, it is not this enormous auto kill bunker that just destroys everything on the field. So that's a nice balance. It's easy to get to, but it's not going to reward you with a ton of cheap kills.
And if you make it there and your team behind you is not with you, gets a little dicey. Oh, Newbies lose one off the break, and so does Battlezone.
Yep, so 4-4. I guess if you're going to lose a player, you'd rather lose your middle than one of your guys going wide or going into an important position.
Got to keep that wide presence.
So
Newbies scooching in there. Did he make it?
Yeah, I think he made it. I see them shooting at the ground near his feet, but he slid right past it.
Okay.
Newbies bouncing to that inside Dorito.
Both sides moving Dorito.
Counter move by the Battlezone into the D2. We're at 2.5 minutes. Game tied up. Uh-oh. I saw a flinch in the back for the Newbie player at that mini temple. Ref's going to call him clean.
And he's good.
That's a lost opportunity for Battlezone. That would have been a nice kill. I'm assuming it was a bounce. I would also expect to see a lot of bounces in the heat with the paint starting to get rubbery on you, although these teams are doing a good job keeping it in coolers, but still.
Well, since they're an xball, the turnover for paint is pretty good.
Yeah, good point. All right, Battlezone's the first one that's going to push down the snake. Even though they know he's in the S2. Oh, he might have.
Oh, he got clipped from the Dorito side.
Newbie's going to respond by getting to the outside. They might try to crawl the whole length of the field here. Let's see. Going to take a look. If you shoot your gun, you're going to give up that potential. And Wow,
Ooh,
great
Newbies
shot.
coming in.
There we go.
Towel.
Battlezone. So what just happened? The newbie player went to the outside of this snake.
Yep.
He kind of turned inwards, looked, and saw the corner bunker, and managed to pop him. That corner bunker was not looking for him. So great kill by the newbies. Battlezone coach immediately towels out. Immediately. Another thing I've seen on this field today is I've seen coaches towel out of games just because that it's apparent that the other team has a guy crawling the outside of the snake, or girl,
Yes.
and just realizes, you know what, I might as well towel it now because they're going to get to the end of this snake and they're going to do a ton of damage. So I've seen towels thrown just for that situation.
Time saver, honestly.
Yeah, they don't even wait for all their players
No.
to die to that move. They're just going to towel out of it.
Especially if you have nobody wide on the snake side. Like, nobody's checking for that.
So Battlezone coach towels out of that. There's going to be a minute and 30. That's enough time. Certainly they can tie this back up. But Battlezone can't afford to lose a point because if you're down 2, then that clock is not enough.
1 minute.
So what's your favorite bunker to play on this field?
Well, that depends.
What the coach tells you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like, I'm not usually a snake back, but today I was playing the small Aztec on the snake side, and really going to work today with my snake players. Still being a new team, we're still learning each other's habits, and depending on the layout, usually I'm a center player, but this layout is not my layout for the center. I'm way too tall. Those blind shots coming in, and so I was moving out to the snake side today and getting the other girls and spins in the middle, and it was pretty good. We adjusted on the fly and did what we could.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought you might say that we were going to send you to the tower in the middle because with your height, it might give you a chance to shoot down into the snake and catch snake crawlers.
Yeah, I was
No.
running too high, and I
Getting
kept
clipped.
getting clipped in the face.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, Battlezone on your left. Their back's up against the wall.
Oh, Newbies player got hit out of the back.
I think the Battlezone player in the snake corner took a bounce off the goggles.
I see a ref coming in.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
asked for a check.
Okay,
No,
Oh.
now he's going to take a walk.
lost one.
No flag, though. Newbies just have to kill the clock. Newbies take a walk, though, too, so it's 4-on-4.
Yep.
We're going to be in a minute here.
Battlezone has to push somehow.
They're not in a great position to do anything on the
No.
snake side.
60 seconds.
1 minute left. Ooh, and the tower for Newbies gets clipped out by the Dorito guy. Coming in hot. He's popping that hopper way over the top.
Yeah.
Get that Jay Edwards move.
All right, Battlezone loses their fill-in snake player. Battlezone has crossed the 50. They're into that 45 brick. There's going to be
And
a
here
counter
comes
move.
the snake player. He's
I don't know if
tucked
he
in.
caught him. I don't think he caught him. Oh, no, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Hunter is going to blow this
Ooh.
up. Number 22 for Newbies.
Yep. How much time?
That was a great closeout by Hunter of the
21
Newbies.
seconds. Wow.
They don't even need it, although
No.
they don't mind having that extra point.
Might help for spread.
Yep. Just please wait till under
Yep.
10. All right, then we don't
There
have
we
to play another point. I'm totally self-centered on that one. He almost hit it at 12, and I'm like, no.
It wasn't selfish at all.
Yeah. After watching the Greenville Growl says,
Yeah.
please,
Thumbs up. Point is good.
please, Marcy, kill this match. All right, it has been great to have you. I know I didn't give you the most exciting, fast-paced game there between Growl.
You know what? I like having the historical matches.
Yeah. That
Just
was a
as good. Just as
notable
good.
one.
Yep, for sure.
If your friends back home are going to watch this game, though, they're going to be doing a lot of fast forwarding. They're going to catch little bits and pieces
A
of
little
you.
bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of stagnant play, but you know what? Play it safe sometimes, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
All right. Well, you need to go to the hotel. You need to hydrate for tomorrow, and I mean that in a non-alcoholic way.
I need to. It's dusty, and got to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. That is going to do us for the day. Come back tomorrow. You get to see a lot more great WNXL action, including Northern Lights, who are going to storm out to 2 wins easily, right?
Absolutely.
And then stick around. We're going to go over to an interview. We had a very interesting game. Let's see what Nicole can get about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome back. So I have better known as Matt the Gym Rat with me from Greenville Growl. So obviously if you've been watching, they had a 15-minute match and they ended up 0-0 tied up and went into overtime. So are you guys a long point mentality team or a more point mentality team?
A
think we're whatever points we can get mentality team. We just go out there and we're like, the goal is to win. But whenever you're butting heads with somebody as good as the Seadogs, they had us in the first half, but Coach said he didn't want a bunch of cats. He wanted some dogs. So we went out there and we dogged it out with them. And they're Seadogs, so it went like that. But luckily, we came out in the second part, in the overtime, and we had more dog in us than them. So.
Now, who would you say was a key factor in winning this overtime point? If you could pick somebody on your roster, and I mean, I know you have to go back home and deal with all of them, but still, let's highlight someone that you think really made or break it.
Yeah, in the overtime point, I'm glad that Zachary Freese wasn't out there because he would have been mad if I didn't say his name. So it's good that he wasn't out there. But no, Jay staying alive in the snake was huge. He went down the field and was able to pull all the guns, and then Eddie was able to clean up behind him, and the Dorito guys just stayed alive the whole time.
Right.
And I think if you have to give it to someone like Austin Castor staying alive in the back center was huge just to connect all that. So JB and Mark on that on the Dorito side, staying alive, doing their thing, and then Castor just to nail it down, and 60 seconds left, and they're like, you got to go. And the guys in the snake, they went.
And last and final question. I didn't tell you this one for a reason.
Oh.
Do you think curling in the curl rack is making you a better paintball player?
Smiley Joe sent you for me, didn't he?
Smiley Joe is my work husband. So you're right.
Joe, no, don't curl in the curl rack. It's a squat rack, first off. Let's get that right. Squat rack. But don't curl in there.
And that's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much. I think everybody stuck around for an amazing interview about working out. Also, quick shout out to Smiley Joe. If you're home, we all wish you were here. Again, thank you so much. We have some really interesting games tomorrow, and we had some great games today. That was one of the most interesting end matches that we've seen in a little while between Growl and Seadogs. Nobody saw that coming. So I hope you stuck around for that one. Please have a good night. Come back with us tomorrow. We're going to see some action. We're also going to see some playoff games for, I believe, Division 5 and Youth. We're going to go to another interview. We're not done yet. This webcast gives you more.
All right, guys, I've got one more for you. This is Tyler from the Newbies. They just came off a win as well. What do you think was making you guys so successful in this last match?
We were a little sloppy to start, but, we just played our game, played our ball, cleaned it up, and ended up coming out on top.
Now, how is you guys' mentality on and off the field? Do you think your off-field vibes really influences your on-field vibes?
Yeah, for sure. We usually try to stay confident just based on our pre-layout practices. We're usually pretty confident coming into the event, and showed out today. We're 2-0.
And now you're back in tomorrow. You said 2-0, correct?
Yep.
So you're going in 2-0. We go back home. What are the adjustments? What are the improvements? Is that what we all talk about? Or are you guys going to stick with what we did today?
No, I mean, we definitely got some things to clean up. Like I said, beginning of both matches, a little sloppy to start, but cleaned it up. We had some adjustments to make, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Tyler. Have a good night, you
Thank
guys.
you. You too.
Thank you.